Welcome, Strategy Battle Gamers, to another GBHL YouTube channel video. You're here with GBHL host, GBHL James.
And GBHL Jamie. And it's Speak Friend question number 28.
Number 28. We've done a fair few of these now. Loads of questions this week, Jamie.
Loads. You say 51?
I think there was 51. We're actually recording this on Friday, because Jamie was working this day. After you got a few days off, didn't you?
Yeah, I had Monday, Tuesday off, which was extra to my weekend off that I booked. So I was like, well.
And this was so that we could go to East Windsor tournament.
Yep.
And you'll see some tournament reviews about that soon. But also so that Jamie could film lots and lots of channel content.
Yeah, I got about 8 or 9 videos recorded that weekend.
Yeah, lots of Rohan scenarios.
Lots of Rohan scenarios, yeah. Sorry.
I'll see what happened there. Let's do the Rohan stuff that James would like to be involved in. That's right. Okay, so we're going to get stuck in with this Speak Friend in question. Remember, as always, we recommend that you get your paints out and you try and get through your painting backlog while you're listening to this. Yeah. You know, don't just sit there staring at us, because it freaks us out. Yeah. You know, I can see you. Stop looking.
Also, be sure to, if we answer your question, comment again next week, and try to get your questions in before the Wednesday next week.
And that's how you'll guarantee it. I know that somebody's also sent us a question to the I Love Wargaming account, because you can't comment on there, so it might be worth at the end trying to remember. Yep. I think it's Ty or T.
And then also, if you have emailed us to the YouTube inbox, I've only just found it today, so apologies that some of my replies are sort of 2 months late, but YouTube's not got a great messaging system to let you know if you've had a message arrived, so don't message us on there because we won't answer, basically.
And finally, those of you that have ordered a GBHL channel t-shirt to support your Hobbit hobby and support this channel, thank you very, very, very much. You don't have long now. I recommend that if you have...
when this goes out, they'll have the day.
The day. So you've got until the end of the day.
Oh, no, wait, sorry. Is it 30 days?
It's Friday today.
Friday, so Saturday 28th, Sunday 29th. You have 1 day.
Yeah, you've got until the end of Monday to get them ordered. Don't panic if you have ordered and you haven't received the order form yet. We're just going to send them out in one go, and we'll send them out on the day. But you need to have requested it by the 30th of this month. So the first question, we are doing this off Jamie's phone because we can't get onto the internet at Element Games. So the first question is from...
Well, it's from Branson Pony, as shared via Google+.
Thank you very much, Branson Pony.
Well, the first question is Kevin Demansky. Hey guys, my question this week is, what unit would you like to see created for your faction, Rohan and Elves, to give them a better dynamic on the battlefield, with it be mounted or on foot? All the best from the land of maple and bacon. Thank
you very much. A unit, hey? I know what I'd like to see. Rohan, they need a lance-based cavalry.
Yeah.
So a lance-based cavalry. That doesn't need to be sort of high defence or anything, but just a unit that's got lances.
Yeah. For elves,
Eastfold Lancers. Even if it was just like an upgrade.
Yeah.
So that you could change your models that have got throwing spears when you don't want throwing spears into their lances.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Or lances that are throwing spears. Throwing spears count as lances. That's always been what I thought.
That would be cool.
For elves, I think elves are... Mirkwood elves and Lothlorien elves are pretty well rounded as it is.
Yeah.
I'd
I know what you'd want.
I'd say like a defense 6. I'd like a woes to be in there. So I can have like a elf hero lead them.
Elf cripples.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if there's anything, a defense 6 model for the Lothlorien and Mirkwood elves, but then that's touching onto the realms of the Mirkwood elves and Rivendell elves. And that's their thing. Yeah. And that's all Rivendell elves have really got, so they kind of need to keep it.
Well, thanks for your question. Remember to ask one next week.
Then the Prancing Pony. Now the Free People source book is no longer available on the Games Workshop website. Can they complain about people downloading a PDF of it and put me down for a tenner on Cho-Cho Master?
Cho-Cho Master versus Wobbuchika.
Wobbuchika?
Wasn't there Wollicole as well?
Yeah, so I still think they would be annoyed if people downloaded a PDF of it, because it's still their... Even though they don't sell it anymore, it's still their own IP.
It's their intellectual property for the next 50 years.
Yeah, so no, they wouldn't be happy with you downloading a PDF of it. Although, no, they wouldn't be.
If you've not got one, you can always make me an offer for my spare one.
He also says he managed to paint his Radagast Brown during the last episode, including priming and basing.
Fantastic. We must have gone on a while.
Yeah, I think we did last time. It was like an hour and a half, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, let's get on with it.
Yeah. Next up, we've got San.
The Semp the Great.
There you go.
He's put, LOL man, you crack me up each and every time. Anyway, the reason for not purchasing a t-shirt yet is because I have under £1 to my name for the rest of this month. That's not good enough.
We'll take it.
Beg, borrow, or steal to get that GBHL, because I know first day subscriber Semper the Great wants a GBHL t-shirt, and if you don't get one by Monday, you won't be able to get that edition ever again. So get on it if you want to support your Hobbit hobby. Thanks for answering the question. Infinity is definitely a good system. However, it's very hard to get used to and to get all the small special rules down. War Machine is great fun actually. Not much to put on it. 40k is a great game if played under relaxed circumstances, for me at least. I like to play fluff games with fun armies instead of power play. Best way to play any game, I think. For the question, what do you expect to see from Games Workshop after the next Hobbit movie? Which models do you want to see released? From Sauron, Semper the Great. Which models would you like to see released? From the Hobbit third movie.
Dane Ironfoot.
Yes, looking forward to that.
The Iron Hills dwarves would be cool to have.
Yeah. More dwarves, that's cool.
More dwarves. Yeah, more dwarves.
I'm going to see more dwarves. Maybe some of the Mirkwood elves that aren't the Mirkwood Rangers or the Palace Guard.
Yeah,
the sort of infantry in between.
Troop, yeah.
The ones that you see at the start of the first movie.
Yeah.
Along the crest. Oh no.
Oh, you just.
Sorry.
You have to press one button. It's fine.
Oh. Phew.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
Obviously, a set of profiles for an armoured Thorin's company.
Yep.
Would be cool.
A couple of plastic Gundabad Orc box. Plastic Lake Towners.
Would be nice.
Lake Town scenery.
Yes,
terrain.
That'd be nice. Obviously, everyone wants Smaug.
Smaug, that would be cool.
Who else might we see? The
combat Thranduil pose.
Yeah. Bolg.
Yes, new Bolg.
New Bolg. Maybe even
new Azog.
The White Council. A new set of rules for the White Council would be nice.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Models to match. Maybe I should get a good Galadriel.
Do you not like Galadriel?
No, she's rubbish. Well, combat Galadriel.
Why's she rubbish? What happened?
No, she's just strength 3, isn't she? If they make her strength 4, she'd be good. But strength 3, I tried calling heroic combats with her. She failed them.
Yeah, that's like Eowyn.
it's like
Eowyn doesn't do heroic combats.
No. What's that?
She does heroic moves.
Yeah, that's pretty much one heroic channel to get kind of spine and lights up. Then heroic moves was her forte, and heroic striking when she needed
It's
it.
very sexist, Games Workshop.
All women, strength 3.
And that's not true. There is even one woman in this world that can lift more than me.
Next question is from Ginger360.
Hi, Ginge.
Hi guys, thanks as always for answering my question. My question this week relates to the hobby as a whole. With so many models going out of production and the third Hobbit film about to be released, do you think Games Workshop will continue to support their hobby, or do you think that SBG will fade out, as I find it increasingly more difficult to find other SBG players? I really hope not, as the models in game are awesome. Thanks guys, and sorry to put a downer on things. Sad face.
That's not a downer. It's down to us to keep buying from Games Workshop, showing that we are supporting the Hobbit hobby, turning up to tournaments. Yep. If we keep going, then and it's profitable for them, then they'll keep it going.
Keep doing it.
They won't stop it if it's profitable. If it's not profitable, then they'll stop it.
Yeah.
It's a business. So I'm hopeful because we seem to be sort of on the crest of things at the moment. Yeah. With, thanks to Jamie starting this channel.
Yeah, and you for boosting it. Next up, we've got the third contender.
Wally Collie. Hey, thanks for answering the question about elves and their terror. This time, I have a question about surrounding and trapping.
Okay.
I'll be able to answer this one. So if I surround and trap my foe with 3 units, each of which have 1 attack each, do I then roll 6 dice on the dual roll, or is it just 6 dice on the to wound roll? The latter. So if you lose the fight, then you're trapped. I took the plunge and bought the £50 rulebook, and the trap section of the book sort of explains this, but I want to be 100%. Thanks guys, keep up the top work.
Yeah, so you draw your 3 for the dual roll, and then if you win the fight, he's trapped, so all your strikes would go to double, and you'd have 6 strikes to wound.
Yep, next up we got Hugh Janus. He's put, oh wow, that story about James and Jane was very romantic. Thank you very much. Jane is lucky to have a man as thoughtful as you. Yes, she is. No, I'm lucky to have her. She's amazing. She's amazing. Although I'm secretly pleased that she's going away for a hen do this weekend, so that I can have Jamie and Steve and other people over to film tons of content for you guys. If you guys set up a subscription system, I would definitely pay for it. Gonna do it. So thank you very much. In the meantime, buy a GBHL t-shirt. My question this week is about battle companies again.
Okay.
Do you feel the rules lend themselves to long campaigns? I feel that as they currently stand, you could get maybe 10 games per company before you've sort of done everything you can do with them. Have you guys planned any scenarios that aren't in the rules? I feel maybe the companies could benefit from fighting some themed hero armies, maybe fight the 3 trolls. Well, that's some good ideas there.
Yeah, definitely for later on. I've got stuff planned.
Oh, he's got stuff planned. I get excited, like at the moment, because we enjoy doing a Q&A, don't we?
Yeah.
But I'm getting really excited about Thursdays at the moment because I get to play battle companies with Jamie, and I don't know what's happening, and he tells me what's happening. I'm like, whoa, this is so cool. So it's like living out a story. Yeah. Do you think it's got legs to go?
Yeah, I think it's got legs to go even further than 10, 15.
Because you can just keep getting more
doing stuff and keep fighting stuff, and then obviously
keep getting stronger.
You keep getting stronger.
There's no limit, is there?
And then obviously each game has that possibility that Bayo might become mighty hero, but then the next game might die.
It's not going to happen. Oh, I hope it doesn't happen. He's been my best fighter. We're actually thinking of maybe doing like a battle companies weekend.
Yeah.
Instead of like a competitive tournament, actually have a battle companies weekend and formulate a set of rules for that.
Yeah.
That could be so much fun. So keep an eye out for that. Thanks for your question, Hugh Janus. Next up, we've got Jamie Finnegan. Jamie, I'm sorry I couldn't come and play you what was Thursday, because the gym floor arrived, and I'm sure you saw on my Facebook. I had to lift that bad boy up 4, those stairs? Yeah, 20 rolls of rubber flooring by myself.
Grim. So, hey, thanks.
Excuse to get the guns out.
I missed it. Oh well. Thanks for answering my question. Firstly, what's the email to contact you guys to arrange a game? I'm free the next few Thursdays on most of the weekdays.
You've already emailed me. ilovewargaming@gmail.com.
I've heard it a lot on the channel, so I had to guess and sent an email. Haha.
You got it right.
Yeah. You've answered what I was going to ask this week in this video, so just yet again, thank you for your support. You guys and everyone on the Facebook page gives this hobby. Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And sorry James couldn't make it to you. I was working. Reven 1532.
You check up on me when I tell you I'm getting games. Did you manage to get that game in with such and such person? No, sorry, Jamie.
Reven says, thanks for answering my question. I recently got a quick 300-point game with my Grey Company force, the Twins, and 11 Rangers with 3 Rangers of the North.
Fun.
I won, and I found it really fun with with all the archery, not to mention the nicest looking guys. What are your thoughts on Grey Company force tactics and the do's and don'ts? Any advice is really appreciated, as I want to get this force into as many games as possible. Cheers, smiley face.
Do's: sit back and shoot.
Yeah.
Don'ts: running in and not being able to shoot.
Yeah.
Because low defence.
Yeah. Well,
Do's: get spears.
Yeah.
For when you are in combat, you've got 2 dice. Don'ts:
don't not give the Twins horses.
Yeah.
That's my advice.
Do's: if you can, mount your Rangers of the North. That's always a good plan.
Yeah.
Don'ts: spend too many points on like Halbrad with Banner or something.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily need it.
Next up we got Sean Thompson. Hi guys, what is
Sean.
the best way to use Warrior Goblins in a tournament? Do I horde them out with Warrior Shamans and cheap heroes, or go Monsters and Beasts with Goblins that buff their abilities? And also, any decent armies to ally them with? Cheers. Well, hoarding it out is great. My advice: take Black Shields on your front rank if you want to be competitive. So defense 6,
strength 4.
You convert them to have axes.
And they fight 3 or fight 2?
Fight 2. But then take them with Shamans and Groblog is my advice there. So you get the 5-up Fury save, and they also get to keep their might. The Shamans to have to channel it. And then there's iterations on what to do next. If depending on how high points you go, you can either take Druzag with bats and spiders and things to really smash your opponents. Or Warg Marauders, very grim. Or
Totally broken.
The thing you can ally them with is Angmar and take a shade. So suddenly your fight 2 is negated because your opponent's got -1 to their dice rolls, so you have essentially the higher fight value. Which is a nasty little combo.
Yeah, Shade, Dwimmer Lake.
Shade, Dwimmer Lake, Reavers.
Reavers. Oh dear.
Next up, we got 19 Mark F91.
Hey
guys, if Sauron isn't carrying the One Ring, how many fate points does he have? Thanks and happy strategy battle gaming. Also, my YouTube account somehow unsubscribed itself to you today. I've resubscribed, obviously, but I just wanted to let you know in case this is happening to other people. No, it's probably not. Our numbers have continued to grow quite strongly last week, so...
How many fate points does Sauron have?
Do you know?
No. I've never come up against it. I love the model.
He has 0.
I love the model.
He is cool.
Does it work in games?
with some certain builds it will do. Yeah, so if you have like Taskmaster next to him, it becomes a lot better because he can channel Chill Soul potentially for free, which can just destroy stuff. He has no fate points without the ring. Yeah.
No fate points.
If
How many wounds do you have? 10 or something?
I think he's got like 6 wounds or something.
6 wounds.
Maybe 4 or 5. It's higher than normal, and defense 10. So he's hard to take down even without the ring. But the ring, obviously, if you do kill him, he rolls the dice on a 2 up. He comes back with 1 extra wound. He just avoids it, and he can might that roll. So if he saves 1 point of might, he can just, when he does the roll that one, boost it back up. It's grim.
Yeah, pretty cool. Why don't we see him as much?
It's too many points. Just 450 on his own with the ring, I think, or 370 or something. Yeah,
it's pretty cool. I'd like to see some Sauron love. Next up, we've got
the original.
The one and only. Chocho Master. Good to hear from you, Chocho Master. We got hello guys. You didn't answer my question last week. What do you think about Glorfindor? He's awesome. We both think that he's really good.
He's good.
He's really good. And this week the question is, what is your take on Gil-galad? He's good.
Yeah.
He's good. He's only got 1 fate.
He's got 1 fate with a shield defense 9, I think. Or defense 8.
Yeah.
I think he's with shield defense 8 or 9.
Yeah, which is good. As for the battle report with Wobachika, I would like to be represented by an elven army, or if Wobachika would choose Sam, then by an Isengard army. I can't choose between you two for the champion, so roll a dice. 1, 2, 3, James. 4, 5, 6, 8, Jamie. Well, the fact that you put me as 1, 2, 3 automatically means you secretly want Jamie.
Yeah.
Because 4, 5, 6 are the winning numbers.
Yeah.
As always, cheers from Poland. Yeah, we like those 2 elven heroes. They're good. They're very good.
Gil-galad with his +1 to wounds, nice. Yeah. But he can't special strike with his spear, which is his only sort of disappointment. But I'll take that +1 to wound. Next
up, we've got Tetchy Fiend. He's put, hi guys, my name is Thomas, and I was one of the younger players at TOS. He still plays 17th. Well done. Well done.
Very good.
My question this week is, are Alfred and Gandalf considered a power combo, as Gandalf can give Alfred will back? Excuse my spelling. And Palace Guard are worth every point purely because they can destroy all hero armies. Getting good for countering heroes.
Yeah.
Is it considered a power gaming combo?
I don't think those two. It can be, but I think, and I discussed this with Owen, that Gandalf and Alfred together aren't the most broken. Because
no.
If you're casting, Strength and Will on Alfred, Gandalf's not blasting or immobilizing, so you're potentially wasting his value there. What is the broken one is when you've got Bomber, Alfred, and Gandalf. So Bomber's trying to give both of them free will. It's essentially for Gandalf, he's got 2 free points of will per turn to cast something with, maybe. And obviously, Bomber's not that expensive, so he's giving it back to Alfred relatively cheaply.
Did Owen do that at Mansfield?
Owen did that at Mansfield. That's when we discussed it. Yeah.
Scumbag, Owen. Next up, we've got Tour Seragon. He's put, hi guys, I recently bought the Dwimmerlake minus his sword arm and glued on an arm with staff instead and sword on belt. I know I can't use the benefits of the staff with him, but he looks cool. Would this be frowned upon at tourneys? No.
No.
And to be fair, you could pick at the start of the game whether you want to use his staff for special strikes or his sword. There's no problem with that.
Well, I think it's because in his wargear he's armed with a 2-handed sword.
Or does it say that? Okay. I've also converted an old metal Suladan model into a mounted model on a plastic horse using only my sprue clippers, scalpel and nail file. It took ages.
I can imagine.
I've just joined the Facebook group, so I might post pictures so you can have a good laugh. Yeah, we'd like to see that. Thanks again guys for the 4 great vids. No, I don't think that would be frowned upon at all. So, yeah, hopefully see you at Stockport 2.0 with that Dwimmerlake.
Okay, Rob Jacobs, James, you forgot to edit out at 470 WTF as well. Oh, I remember you swore in one of the stories you were making.
Did I?
Yeah.
I apologise wholeheartedly. I didn't realise that I swore. I never swear.
I think you did, definitely.
Did I?
Question.
Sorry.
The game sees the prize on the Desolation of Smaug scenario. A model with the prize moves into base contact with another mounted model. Can that model that is mounted and has not moved that turn... Oh, wait, you must ask it. So, if a model has the prize and moves into base contact with a mounted model, can it then pass it off, and can the mounted model then move?
Yes.
No.
No.
The prize itself.
Oh no, when the prize it's got to be the next turn.
The prize itself can only be moved or passed once per turn.
Yeah.
So once it's moved and been passed, it's done everything it can do that turn.
Yeah, that's right.
And the next turn the mighty model can move.
Yeah, otherwise that'd be horrendous.
Yeah, otherwise it's called relaying, where you hand it off to one and then he goes miles that way.
Yeah.
What are the dates for the Desolation of Stockport 2.0 and the points limit? Is it going to be 500 or will you up it to 600?
600.
600, and it's the last weekend in September.
And it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
You've all got to be there. We've got some cool plans for you.
He's currently testing out a 600 point list of fiefdoms with Doing Here, who he got off eBay with a nice eBay discount. Look forward to seeing the tickets when they're available on Element Games, and he assumes the 2015 event Stockport will be called the Battle of 5 Stockports.
Probably not.
Probably not, no. In April or something along that line. Battle of 5 armies. Maybe.
We might do something along the lines of.
Yeah. So last weekend in September, 600 points, and yeah, you can't relay the prize.
No.
Next up is Jeremy Smith for the speak part of it. He said he's answered some of the questions from last week as well. On the telly, he prefers Ragnar to Jon Snow.
Interesting.
For Isengard, he prefers Vrasku as the hero. So Ragnar all day long, Vrasku
so that's
all night
what I
long.
went for. You went for the captain as the leader, and I went for Rasku as the leader.
Yeah. If the shoot value was changed to a D10 system, the shoot value for orcs would work out to be 8.
Yeah.
He would not like to pay for the content.
No to pay content.
Yeah.
You don't want to contribute towards his channel?
Well, then you just get the basic videos. Alternate paint scheme for Rohan. He uses blues and whites with light blue capes as riders, white for Sons of Aeol, and medium blue for outriders, and heroes get what they get. And for t-shirts, it's not like that he would ever order a t-shirt from England in the first place.
Why not?
But he will get one for his wife if we both autograph it.
Yeah, we'll autograph it.
Yeah, yeah.
No problem at all.
And for the question, would you or have you ever played a good versus good or evil versus evil point match grudge game? E.g. all-mounted Rohan with X, Y and Z hero warriors versus the exact same troops. I bet you have, and we would like to see it and place side bets.
Oh, like use exactly the same army and then play each other?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that'd be boring.
Yeah. It's just, that it comes down to player skill then, and dice.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
I'm quite hard on myself. I'm actually doing all right this year.
Yeah.
He's very proud of me.
Yeah. 4th. And friend, keep up the good work. P.S. Ever think about getting an unpaid intern or a third partner? Damien's an unpaid intern at the moment.
Yes, he is.
He's editing for us.
Yeah, he is our unpaid intern at the moment. No, because this isn't a business yet. It'll only be a business if you guys can contribute towards it. Like, we've not been able to buy any new equipment or anything on the t-shirt sales. No. You know, the tournament money's been poured back into the t-shirts and the dice. Yeah. You know, so in order to improve the quality of the channel and do more, we actually need you guys to get behind us. You said before that you wouldn't pay for content. Well, while we will still give free content, anybody who does subscribe and contributes towards the channel because they want to see us develop and be able to do more, we will reward them with more content that only those guys will be able to see. So,
next up we've got Wobachika. I think you should get us both up and have a bat rep showdown. Although I guess Trutcher Master coming all the way from Poland will be difficult. Maybe we should send you army list and have you represent us to discover who's got the best war cry. 2 questions this week. One,
we could do that.
How would you list Taylor to be Ed Ball's infamous Felbeast army?
You don't need to list Taylor. You just do it with what you've got.
Whereas I have listed a little bit. I've got Elven Blades, fight 6 guys, and heroes who can take them on, whilst also taking on regular armies.
Yeah.
I
was just lucky in the scenario. I have just defeated Ed Ball's Felbeast army at East Grinstead. Yeah, and it was well hard. It's nails. I enjoyed it. Yeah. It's a challenge. It's a true challenge. It's just how it works in combination is really tough to play against.
Yeah. And question 2. Are there many summer tournaments you guys are attending? We're thinking about going to DOS 2, but it's in my uni term.
Come anyway.
Fine, it's only a weekend.
It's a weekend, you'll be alright.
Yeah.
You'd only be having a drink, wouldn't you? You know, uni student.
Yeah. Summer tournaments, there actually aren't that many. Like, there's none in the next month, is there? I don't think.
Well,
there's
we just had East Grinstead.
Yep.
We had TOS before that.
Yeah.
We've got Huddersfield, which is a doubles.
Yep.
And then you've got Finchley in August.
Yep.
That's North London with Titans. You're going to start. I unfortunately won't be able to make that one. And then September you've got us.
Yeah.
So
that's our plans for the next sort of few months, basically.
Yep.
That's that. So then it's Doom Bunny.
And Doom Bunny, he's put, I'm anxiously awaiting my GBHL shirt order form, and I'm safe from the wrath of James. Yes, you are. You have ordered. Battle companies are becoming a fan favourite. They really are.
It's so fun.
And a favourite for us.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. And I like that they play to the story element that most of us strategy battle gamers really love. Would you consider expanding the coverage beyond the dwarves and giblins? Either by adding another warband, perhaps some dirty elves, or another player. And do you think that they would saturate the channel too much with... That is really,
sorry.
really annoying. Jamie is a proper fiddler. If he's not breaking my terrain, he's stripping Velcro forward and backwards. Or do you think it would saturate the channel with too much battle company? Happy strategy battle gaming. T-shirts! Yep, we will send you the order form when the deadline is done.
Month, yeah.
We're going to do more Battle Company series when this one is over.
Yeah.
And you're getting to see some other Battle Companies because our companies are going up against
others, yeah. As for bringing in other companies, maybe in future episodes or future series, but I think for this one, let's just keep it as it is. Grow to love the Giblins and the Dwarves.
And we're learning it at the moment.
Yeah.
We're learning it. And also, the moment you start bringing in extra ones, that becomes harder. And also, it means that people have got to invest their affection in, because and we already find it with this one, because more people are following, even yourself, like following the dwarven storyline. But it's much harder with the evil to
feel sort of it. I mean, for me, the dwarves have got such a better scope to do stuff, because evil's evil and you've got to do evil things, and there's only so much of that you can you feel like screw Giblin.
You can't. He dies and he comes back with an extra fate point, and then a Warg Marauder,
and then a spider.
Unbelievable. And then a spider. I know.
Whereas the dwarves, there's much more sort of storytelling scope for them, because they can go more places and they can meet other people. Whereas you wouldn't have a goblin go into a town and be met with a beer. He'd be met with a knife.
Yeah, that's true.
So you can't sort of gain friends the same way.
Yeah, so we are learning, and expect to see more battle companies in the future. We'll try and make it a regular sort of once a week slot. Once we sort of get in a structure, and that structure is going to be helped by you guys getting behind the channel and buying channel t-shirts, and when we've got the subscription service, contributing towards that as well. Next up, we've got Longy970. This is the Lord of Middle-earth, the winner of Throne of Skulls. He sent an email for a t-shirt. Yes, you did. Thank you so much. The Friday before Stockport 2.0, and providing I can convince Billy and Jay to travel up early, would either you be free for a game?
Yeah.
Cheers for all you do. Yes, we do loads of filming on the Friday before Stockport. And we got a few battle reports last time, didn't we?
Yes, we did, yeah.
So, yes, we definitely will. Are you bringing your filth? Are you bringing...
Wouldn't it be inconvenient if you came up against some really unfavourable opponents?
Good shout. Okay, next up we've got Dave Egan. He's put, have you ever thought about using a real historical battle, for example Hastings, as influence for the basis of a custom scenario? I'm also planning on going to Stirling in November, so are we. But would love to come to Stockport 2.0 as well, but only if I can get a job in like the next month. Otherwise I probably won't be able to afford it. It's not going to be too much. Come, you'll be fine. Beg, borrow, steal. Be there or be square, because it's all happening there. Using historical battles.
I've never particularly thought of it. I don't think a strategy battle game can replicate a historical battle the way it should do. Because when I thought of this, I thought, the Battle of Hastings.
Yeah, it's interesting, because I thought about Hastings as well. The Senlac Hill one.
Cavalry going up and then down, it wouldn't happen, because you go up, you get swamped, you lose priority, and that troop dies, and then the line reforms. It's not like you wouldn't be bouncing off and wearing them out or something.
Yeah.
You'd have the historical setup, and then it'd evolve into a game of SBG.
Yeah. Be interesting if any of you guys have got any ideas about how we could best do that.
It's also sort of like, I was thinking, I forgot what battle it is, and you probably know because it's a Roman battle against Hannibal, where the elephants charge and they've got the cross hatching formation. So whatever line that the elephants charge down, they just moved into the next.
Oh yes.
Oh, so, but if you try to do something like that against Mummox, they just change their angle they're charging.
Yeah,
so you
like
could never
Scipio Africanus, that one of the greatest generals of all time.
So you could never truly replicate it the way you wanted it to.
I would actually make an argument that Scipio Africanus might be the greatest general of all time. Read up on him. Lots of people know Hannibal, and they know Alexander the Great, but Scipio Africanus, he's in my top 3, maybe even my top general if you read up on him. Took down Hannibal. Hannibal's a genius.
Next up, we've got Jamie Finnegan again. Also, Jamie, Viking is amazing. Floki is one of the best played characters I've seen in a while. Yeah, that he is.
Butler Zama.
Is that what it was?
I think so, yeah. Zama. Yeah.
Then we've got Revo 1532 again. Not a Lord of the Rings character, James, but you're far too like Steve Rogers, aka Captain America, except, a Brit.
I will take that all day long. Captain America. Captain UK.
There was a Captain Great Britain in the Marvel Universe.
Yes, there was. Maybe
and
that's
he was
me.
lame.
Or was he? No, I'm obviously not him.
Next up, from Furious Wog.
That's a good name.
That's a new name as well.
Furious Wog.
Hello, James and Jamie. Even though I've been watching this channel from the very beginning, this is my first question. Oh no, not the loop.
You're in it now.
Well, technically my first question. I asked one ages ago on my brother's account. Remember the yellow Yoshi? The speak friend in question,
yes.
Where you guys had to do the Q&A separate and Jamie was up till 2 in the morning yelling, "Come on camera, focus, jeez."
Focus.
Anyway, I collect Isengard and my latest models in my collection are an Urukai Shaman and Ugluk, who has a rule called Head Taker, enabling him to kill an evil model in base contact with him if the evil force is broken. He's considered to have passed his courage test and have a standfast of 12 inches. I like this rule because it is very fluffy, but I don't want to have to sacrifice a 10-point Urukai warrior every turn. So should I bring some sacrificing models, like Goblin Town Goblins being so cheap just to give a look his 12-inch standfast? Also, just bought a new Troll Chieftain Finecast on eBay for £8. What are your thoughts on comparing him to a normal Mordor Troll? Any tips for painting him, mainly the dark brown skin colour I'm stuck with? And finally, what's that dark green colour used for Mordor Orcs? Sorry for taking up half the Q&A, but appreciate everything you guys do for the hobby and keep up the outstanding work all the way to Isengard.
Boo, Isengard. Right, let's start off with the first bit, the head taker rule. Is it worth taking cheap models to sacrifice for?
A few orcs is what people tend to use, because you can get orcs in your Isengard list, even
a few orc spearmen.
Ruffians
would be a good call,
yeah.
If you can get the models.
Orc spearmen, because that way they contribute during the fight, and then you kill them because they're cheap and easy.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, rather than paying for a hero for Goblin Town and then bringing them along. Next question.
Either.
Yeah. Also, just bought a new Troll Chieftain for Finecast on eBay for £30. How would you compare him to a normal Mordor Troll? Well, he's stronger, he's got a better fight value, and he's got Might Will Fate, so he's much better. For 40 points, he's well worth the upgrade.
Yes.
Plus, you don't need a hero then to lead him, which you'd be paying anyway.
Yes.
And any tips for painting him? Mainly the dark brown skin colour I'm stuck with. Paint is not 10 points. I just use whatever you've used for your Urukai. Maybe go for that, but a little bit lighter, because otherwise you have a very dark model.
Yeah. If you want some painting tips, go on to Shadow and Flame Facebook page. They are channel sponsors of ours, so you can go and ask them, and they'll be able to give you some great tips.
And they're in the description below as well. And finally, what is the dark green skin colour used for Mordor Orcs? In the past, I think it's called Forest World Green now, and then an ink wash.
No idea. I've never painted orcs.
Yeah. Try Forest World Green with a null oil wash,
and
that'll probably get you the green you want.
Fabulous.
Next up, we've got Brad the Hipster. Hey guys, thanks for the feedback from last week's question. I've been thinking about your idea and would love to make a Ranger of the North on horse. Could I make one up and send it to you as a gift?
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
If you've not been watching this channel, are you sending me models for free? Are you doing a service for free? Of course you can. I'd love to see it. That'd be really good.
Showcase it when it gets to us as well.
I do actually have some which are mounted up, which I've not ever painted, which I need to do at some point. Next up, we got the one and only Larry Miller. Larry Miller. Good to see him at East Grinstead again. He's attended quite a few tournaments now, hasn't he?
Good.
Good to see that you're a regular member of the tournament scene. But can't think of a better question right now, so I'll just ask this. This is quite funny. Why is James's Throne of Skulls review so much longer than Jamie's? Why do you think that is, Jamie?
I think you go off on tangents. We discussed this earlier, didn't we? You go off on tangents and repeat the same word over and over.
Like, I had a very, 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 very good time.
And I sort of rushed through.
You go the other side of things.
I sort of speed through games.
Yep, so that was that game.
So I charged in, I won, broke him, won the game. Next game.
Yeah, and you didn't go through your list.
No.
And you didn't discuss things about the Saturday night.
No. Kept that to a minimum.
You kept that to a minimum.
So I don't remember most of it.
Yeah, so yeah, if you want a short tournament review and you want to see what it was like, you go to Jamie's, and if you want to see a long and remember, it was my first time there, so I was a bit awed by it all. So of course I waffle a little bit more than Jamie. Next up, we got Hugh Janus. Again. He's put, what do you guys think would be the worst way to propose to someone? I saw an episode of Jeremy Kyle once where this guy took his girlfriend on for a lie detector, and when she passed, he got a ring out, not even in a box, out of his tracksuit bottoms.
Wow, at least you got it on TV, I guess.
That's pretty low. The worst way to propose to someone. Do you know what? I never wanted to be that person that just sort of sat there and kind of went, should we get married? You know, should we get married? I wanted it to be the fairy tale. I wanted it to be a fairy tale. So, you know, but to each their own. I know plenty of people that sort of sit there and go, oh, should we get married? And then they go to, you know, H. Samuels and buy the ring together. No offence to anybody out there who's watched this channel who did that. Just not me. What do you think the worst way? I mean, that's pretty bad. That's pretty grim. If you pass this lie detector test and you haven't cheated on me, I will propose to you. I think not having a ring is not getting down on one knee.
Yeah.
I'm all about the tradition and the romance. Damien proposed to Emma in a really nice way in Disney.
Yes, you could.
That's one of the
I actually have a story of how a couple of our workplace got married. I won't say their names, but they're in the army.
Do it.
Both of them in the army.
Uh-huh.
And both of them got absolutely smashed one night. One of them filled a condom up with vodka, hit the woman over the face with it, said, should we get married? And they did. And they've been together for about 40 years now.
I would be shocked, but I've been in the army. Yeah, that sounds about right. Next up, we've got Alex M. Hey guys, you always talk about how good Ed Bull's Felbeast army is. And so I was wondering why no one else has tried using it. They have. Is it just that the models are expensive, or does it take too much practice or finesse to use at tournament level? Thanks in advance and keep up the good work.
Yeah, it's definitely... Ed's used that army now for maybe 6-7 years, and he's got it down to a T. He knows exactly what he needs to do. If you didn't know... I mean, people find using just one Felbeast hard.
Mm-hmm.
Having to control 4 of them, and having only those 4 quite fragile models in the grand scheme of things, we see them as this impenetrable fortress, but in someone else's hands rather than Ed's, they aren't as big a threat.
No.
Because he knows exactly what his will needs to be used for, might needs to be used for, when to win a combat, when to call the heroics.
And he's also starting to get, with the brutal power attacks up, when to do. So he used Barge amazingly against me the other day, and it was effectively using that instead of a heroic combat all the time. Compelling.
Yeah.
Just compel. That's all I've got to say. Just compel. So it's not just about the arm, because other people have taken it, haven't they? Didn't?
Yeah, James Braun took it and beat Ed with it.
Oh, did he?
They had a one-on-one, and he had a horned Felbeast, so could throw the other ones around.
Oh, right. Okay.
And at that time, Ed didn't know what the brutal power attacks were, so he was at a bit of a disadvantage.
Rematch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's why. Okay, next up.
Thanks. We got Kurt Leach. What do you think of this 1,000-point Mirkwood Ranger list? Legolas with Elven Cloak and Armour is the general, and 10 Mirkwood Rangers.
See like what I did there?
Yeah, you just handed off the list to me, thanks. Palace Guard with Banner and Shield. Tauriel with 10 Mirkwood Rangers and 1 Palace Guard with Banner and Shield. Thranduil with Elven Bow and Armour with 10 Mirkwood Rangers and 1 Palace Guard with Banner and Shield. And a Mirkwood Ranger Captain with 7 Mirkwood Rangers.
It's alright. It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a good Mirkwood Ranger list.
If you just go on pure Mirkwood, that's probably one of the best you can get from it. Plenty of banners, because you've only got no spears, so yeah, good luck with it, that's what I'd say. And hope you don't play against Blinding Light. Next up we got Luke Lee Brewing. Hi guys, I'm thinking of picking up a Golem model. I probably will anyway, because he looks like good fun to paint. My question is this week...
Some gorgeous goblin
models.
Some gorgeous Golem models. There's some really nice ones.
If you use Hobbit Gollum in an army, does he have any negative side effects of using the ring? The wording of the rules has confused me somewhat. Also, who would win in a fight, Brienne or Rollo? Or Rollo, he'd well win.
Who's Rollo?
He's a character from Vikings. He's Ragnar's brother.
Surely Brienne would win. You know, it's a few hundred years later in, if it was historical, medieval armour and technology and stuff like that. It makes a big difference against Dark Age armour and technology.
I don't know, Rollo's just...
Is he nails?
He's sort of like that. Like,
is he the me of the Viking world?
No, he's like the mountain of the Viking world.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Would the mountain take Brienne? Yeah.
He stabbed a man with a spear, just a regular spear, then lifted him up.
And he got impaled?
Yeah, and slid down it. It's grim. I won't say who he did it to, but yeah.
No spoilers for me, please.
So Gollum, yes, he does suffer the side effects. It's just, imagine he was a good model with the ring. On a 1 or 2, the good player gets to control him, because he can still be affected by it. Yeah. He's not immune to the effects like Bilbo is.
He's quite good, isn't he?
He is, yeah, he's great. He's with the ring on, he's one of the best fighters in the game, because he's fight 5, and the ring halves your opponent's fight value. So no one can really be better fight value than him. Next for you.
I see what you did there. Hi guys, this is from Mark Bebe. Thinking of making an all-mounted Diamond army, but will it be competitive? There's a 500 point list. It's Prince Imrahil, he's got his Armoured Horse and Lance, 7 Knights of Dol Amroth Armoured Horse Lance, Captain of Dol Amroth Armoured Horse Lance, 7 Knights of Dol Amroth Armoured Horse Lance. What do you think? Just like any cavalry army, it's not going to be the most competitive. Not a lot of numbers, and
no
you've
ranged.
got no range. No. Imrahil will have to do a lot, but it'll be good fun, and that's the main thing. It'll be great fun, and it's themed, so go for it.
Try it out.
Let us know how you get on. Yeah, it's about as themed as you can get. It's just the fact that you've got 16 models in 500 points.
Yeah.
You know. But I outnumber you with my cavalry army. I've got range attack, and I've got models that can, still have two attacks again. I know you've got the banner roll.
Yeah.
But yeah, give it a go. What do you think?
Yeah, for the force you're going for, it's probably the best you're going to make with it.
Yeah, good bit of fun. Next up, we've got Bruno Nee. I have a question. Where can I find the rules for Gulavar and Shrink from the Deep?
Greetings. It means Dweller of the Dark, Dweller in the Deep. Or, what's it called? The Watcher in the Water, maybe.
Shrink from the Deep, yeah, could be. Greetings from Germany. In the Moria and Angmar sourcebook.
Yeah.
And next up, we've got Smoker. Hey, this is...
Conan.
Friends, I changed my name for obvious reasons. Yeah, but you still stayed in a dodgy realm.
Yeah.
Come on, clean name. Just Smoker. Yeah. I changed my name for obvious reasons, haha. I said that it was my first comment this week, as I didn't think you had seen my one from the week before.
That's because you're a dirty liar. You don't watch all the Speak Funny question all the way through.
Anyway, thanks for explaining about why some heroes are a bit poo now. Though I wish that there was an updated profile for Lurtz. I'm a Lurtz fanboy. Then you'd like Warhammer World, because there's a giant Lurtz as you walk in.
Oh.
I'd take him.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
Nah.
Aragorn can take him, and I can take Aragorn.
Nah.
So.
Lurtz would bite your face off.
Nah, I'd be alright. Yeah, I'm good at the whole biting thing. I'm the Suarez of the martial arts world, I'm telling you. My question this week is, who do you think is the best hero in the game, excluding the ridiculous heroes like Sauron? And maybe who is the best value for points? Thanks. Legolas.
Legolas, yes. We said it once, we said it again, it's Legolas.
Legolas.
Easy. Legolas with Elven Cloak and Armour, 105 points of win. That's what he is.
Yeah. He's a game changer. It's the same joke over and over. Next up we've got Billy Fitzmaurice. He's put just in time, I hope. Loving the in-betweeners reference, guys. What did we say? Geek friends.
Geek friends.
Geek friends. Hobby friends. First of all, Jamie, I do apologise, but I'm not even halfway through James's TOS review, and it's already miles better than yours.
Yeah, well, mine was rushed.
But there'll be people who disagree.
Yeah, Owen Wright, first mine.
Yeah, I don't think he likes me. It's obviously because I'm doing better than him in the league.
Obviously, yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Hashtag smack talk right there.
He's beaten me twice.
Yeah.
There's Just so much more detail and a lot more interesting. Yours felt really rushed.
That's just me on my own. I just start waffling and then keep going at a really fast pace.
I enjoyed your tournament review. I think the tournament reviews would have worked better if you two did it together, but in two parts. So one for day one and part two for day two. I disagree because time limit to get that could be going on battle companies. Would you rather have more battle companies, or would you have like 2 videos, massive long video of us two together? At least we can do that at home.
Yeah. We can do it in our own time after work or whatever.
Yeah, and it's hard to get videos that we can do that. So, anyway, thank you though that you enjoyed my tournament review. Anyway, my question this week is: if you two managed to start earning enough money from the GBHL channel, would either or both of you leave your day jobs to run the channel full time? Jamie would come and run it full time.
I would happily run it full time if it earned enough.
Yeah. Also, and I would be the part time.
Yeah. Get you in for bat reps every now and then.
Also, I just ordered the Sauron, the Necromancer model, proxied him with him yesterday, and managed to channel Chill Soul and kill 7 cavalry models in one go.
It's grim. It's horrible.
Kieran managed to use him to good effect.
Yeah, he was on the top table, wasn't he?
Top table
he got down
game.
to 6th or something. It's really disappointing. It's never good dropping from those heights to down there.
Yeah. I was quite happy with my draw against Tom in the last game because it put me above everybody with 3 and 2. Yep. Channel Chill Soul.
It's grim.
I've never seen it before, but it sounds grim.
I had it done to me and I lost 10 elves to it. So I wasn't expecting it. And I was like, that was horrific. that was my 10 bowmen gone, and then he suddenly controlled the game entirely. Because he had range from Channel Chill Soul, and his Orc Archers who was now out shooting my elves. And I was like, this is a loss.
What do you guys think of this character, e.g. worth the points and the look of the model? Have you ever played against it? Thanks again, guys. Keep up the good work.
I've killed both. I killed not our Stockport tournament. At the previous Stockport tournament, I played both Sauron and Sauron the Necromancer and killed them both. They're not the toughest of models, and once you get through the army towards them, they can be taken down reasonably quickly. But yeah, they're good, especially now with Channel Chill Soul.
I've never come up against them, but I'm looking forward to it. Sounds cool.
Quinn Duggan, what happened to Darren is horrible. Light your torches and grab your pitchforks.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It is horrible.
We're here now, actually.
Yeah,
we're not in the main hall.
Hoping he comes down, maybe. I've texted him so he can open up the doors, let us in.
Yeah. I do need to get some food. I'm starving. Yeah. Have you had some lunch?
Oh, I had 20 nuggets whilst I was waiting for you. Well, I'll come with you. And finally, from Mr. We've done quite well for.
We've done really well. There's more questions. We're going to get loads of comments next week saying
you didn't answer my question.
You didn't answer my question. There must be more.
Well, there's not.
Have a search. Damien O'Byrne. Oh, there is.
Oh no, there is. I just thought it must have been the last one because I thought you
saw Damien.
Yeah. Usually he comments like a minute before.
Yeah.
Damien O'Byrne. Good morrow. Awesome to see you both at the weekend, and as predicted, nice to watch you clap. Yeah, scumbag. Because he said the week before he looks forward to seeing us at the tournament when he goes and claps when we clap to pick up his award.
Oh, right.
Even though there was no Tariel's knife. All in all, it was a rather awesome 5-day nerd loving, even if I did feel emotional having to leave the kids at home on Monday and Tuesday while I went off to work. They grew up so fast.
Oh, is that when you would... I wondered why.
Ed and I filmed... Well, Damien went to work, and then Ed and I filmed a bunch whilst we were in the house.
That's well funny.
Yeah. Just wondering what you...
Very trusting. Do you even know him?
He trusts me. Just wondering what you thought about the 2 models equals 250 points plus rule at East Grinstead.
Worked really well for you because it was just your 750 point Isengard.
Yeah, isn't that convenient that you helped write the tournament pack that you then won? You got that army planned out for years.
Yeah. I don't know why you were worried about playing against me. Your army's very good. It's very strong.
Though it dodged the Wood Elves again. Just saying. #just. I thought it worked very well, and it could be a good way to increase other tournaments in the same way, i.e. 700 point Longbottom Cornwall becomes 1,000 points, but the 2 models have to exceed 300. Yeah, well, you couldn't do that with just your Isengard, so you'd take the Witch King, wouldn't you? Yeah, we all know. It was really cool to see so many interesting and cool and fun heroes and monsters, particularly from the Fluff Master, Kieran Street, who decided to take a sodding army of them. Keep up the good work, guys. I'll be painting Bayonne when I listen to your answers. Fun. #Bosch.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was just...
It's not been released yet,
Not been released, no. That's a bit of
You should have given up on that.
That turn was...
Let's just not talk. No, just
Yeah.
the whole game. The whole game. We're not going to go into detail, but I watched it while I was doing the washing up. Because that's what I do.
Yeah.
Especially when videos get uploaded that haven't been released. I'm like, what's this?
Yeah.
What's this? I've not seen this. It comes up, and then I watch it and washing up. I'm like, I was watching those. And Harrison on the other spectrum of it as well.
I know.
It was horrible. Like, that must have been what it felt like for him when I had the salt thralls.
Yeah. Anyway. Next up we got XTS Warzone. Cool video as always, loving the battle companies. And question for this week, do you guys prefer gaming over the modelling... Oh, do you guys prefer gaming over the modelling or painting side of the hobby? Yes.
Yeah, probably. I've not managed to do any painting for a while. I want to do some on Sunday. I'm going to paint up some stuff for... Yeah, I'm going to paint my eagles, just easy stuff. I'm going to paint Bayonne.
Yeah. What or who introduced you to it? For me, I found the Moria Goblin paint set in Hobbycraft and then started collecting from there. Love the films and the models capture that perfectly. Thanks again. For me, I was introduced to it by a bunch of old Lord of the Rings players, Harry Moore, Ian McGagan and Tom Moore, if any of you remember those names. They got me into the hobby, basically.
And I was introduced to it by the One Ring Forum a long time ago. And the person who taught me how to play was Pete Hashut's Blessing, who's gone off the radar. I don't know where he is. We need to get him back in for some. You'll see him in some of the old battle reports. He used to bring dwarves and stuff like that. He introduced me to the game and taught me it. And then from that, we built up a little bit of a Thursday night club for after circuit pit. So Next up, we've got Jason Matthews. Thanks for your question, buddies. But thanks again for asking my question last time. Pleasure. This week, I would like some suggestions on what to take in a 500-point Rohan force. Already have Aelder Young for my leader, but who should follow him? Thanks again, guys, and happy strategy battle gaming. Well, if you want to take Aelder Young as your leader, and you can get a few more units in, just be aware that Aelder Young, when I had him as a leader, because he's got 2 wounds and 2 fate, it's not the same as 3 wounds, 3 fate. I know that's a stupid thing to say. It makes such a difference.
It takes you from being sort of one shot almost.
Yeah.
You can't really be one shot without a ridiculous wall.
The last time I took Aelder Young was in final game of Mansfield, 500 points versus Kieran, and I've got bad memories of him not winning a single fight, even when he was heroic combat in and everything. He didn't win a single fight. It was so depressing. So you got Aelder Young for your leader. Which means that if you want to go for theme, you can't take any of the other Rohan heroes unless you do what I did for that tournament, where I said that
Shield Maiden.
I had Erkenbrand, and I had. Well, I just said that he was a son of El captain.
Yeah.
I said that he was a son of El captain. 500 points. Erkenbrand, Eowyn, Westfold Red Shields, Sons of Ale, Outriders. Go on the One Ring and type in all mounted Rohan, and loads of my threads come up. Just have a little look at that. Thanks again, guys. Happy strategy battle gaming. Next up, we've got Mason O'Neill. He's put, I've started using Shagrat War Leader. He is so good.
Yeah.
But I want to utilise the knockdown rule, so I'm going to try a Taskmaster with him. What do you guys think of the Taskmaster? And what are any tips you might have for using him effectively?
Did we answer this last week?
No, someone mentioned Shagrat War Leader though, didn't they? You can utilise the knockdown rule. If he wins the fight, he knocks him down.
If he charges against infantry, he's like a cavalry model. If he charges against cavalry, obviously doesn't knock him over because he's not a monster. So if you want to utilise it, you just charge in, and maybe you can call the heroic combats because you got a very good chance of killing them when you're knocked down. You're strength 5 and 6 dice to wound.
He's like Aemir.
He's like Aemir on foot.
Knight of the Pelennor.
Yeah. For the same amount of points. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's better. It's the exact same. We've just got to take a horse. It's a little bit worse in that respect.
Yeah, but
it's the exact same. Same fight.
It's not the same points. 115 points, isn't it?
Yeah, but then you take 15. You take
the
15
horse.
for the horse. Yeah. The Taskmaster, giving him free heroic combats or moves or strikes or whatever, make him sort of better. And what was the other bit?
Yeah, just about what do we think about
Taskmaster's great. It gives you more might than you should have.
Next up, we've got the Sarge, Graham Sargent. He's put, good grief. Last week you spoke about the average age of players being mid-20s, give or take a few years. This made me feel really old. I'm 45, but boyish looking 45. Yeah, you don't look 45. I hope I'm not too old to play now. You're younger than Steve. Oh! You gave it to me. That was brilliant. Thank you so much for giving me that moment. Keep up the good work, young fellows. You're not too old.
No.
You're definitely not. Then we get a good mixture, don't we, from people from 10 up until, you know,
Godolphin.
Godolphin, yeah. Godolphin's like, he is
Well, he looks like
Gandalf.
He looks like Treebeard, doesn't he?
Well, he takes Truebeard with Tom Bombadil.
Played that army twice now, Godolphin.
Boo. Next up, we've got Jamie Winus.
To be honest, just want to say that I love you guys, not biblically, just platonically.
Oh, that's right.
And that's it. George Downing, hi guys, thanks for the suggestions. This week my question is on casters, like the recent unboxing. If I were to cast Fury with my Giblin Shaman, do you think the best tactic is to cast it with 2 dice so that it only lasts for 1 turn, or cast it with 1 dice so it lasts for 2 turns? Fury lasts, if you cast it, it stays until you run out of will. So my advice personally is always cast it with 2 dice so you get that chance of rolling a 3. Because you know what you don't want to do is channel it and roll and fail. So definitely 2 dice. Because Transfix and 5+ is so situational that you might as well have the security of getting Fury.
Yeah, it's too important not to. It's too important to fail it.
Yeah. Next up we got Generation Shift 92.
Hey.
Great video game, guys. Not sure if I've missed the deadline for this question. No, you haven't. What would you like to see come out of the upcoming Hobbit film? Any scene you really can't wait to see or character see more of? Mine, I can't wait to see Billy Connolly play Dane Ironfoot.
Yeah.
Take care and happy hobbying.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
I'm looking forward to seeing more of Bayon as well.
Yeah.
Bayon's gonna, if you've not read the books, he's gonna do some cool stuff. He's better at it. He's a beast.
Goes crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've got a new name on the list, I guess. Ames.
Hey Ames, you alright?
Ames. Hi guys, this is my first question, but I've been watching your videos for a while now. I just recently got into the hobby through my boyfriend, and I have been learning how to paint too. My question is, from your experience, how many girls attend tournaments, and what is the atmosphere like for girls, with it being a very male-dominated hobby? I am considering attending future Hobbit GW tournaments if I can. Thanks for the video, Amy.
Fantastic, Amy. Get yourself down.
Definitely, yeah.
There might be a few weirdos who don't know how to be around girls, but they're in the minority. Yeah. There was a girl at Throne of Skulls, wasn't there?
Yes, yeah. And
she did quite well, didn't she?
I don't know. I'm
sure JT tried to swap over so that I would have to play her, and I looked at her army and the scenario and was like, no, I really want to play Tom Macklin. Because he had dwarves. I was like, no, me and Tom, we don't get to play that often. I hope you don't mind, I don't really want to swap. But it was because I was thinking, I've got less chance against her army than against Tom's army.
There's a girl at my workplace who plays Warhammer Fantasy and goes to the Games Workshop tournaments. She said she really loves it.
There's a few come here to Northwest Gaming Centre.
Yeah.
So yeah, get yourself down. Hopefully see you at Stockport 2.0. But I wouldn't worry about everything.
Yeah.
I'm
just like, oh no, this is a different question. I thought I was going to say there's 5 replies to the next comment. So I was instantly expecting 5 guys to be replying then.
No, great that you just got into the hobby.
Yeah.
What are you collecting? Let us know.
Yeah.
I look forward to speaking to you next week's Speak Friend question.
You want to take the next one?
Yep, next up we've got Don Barnett. He's got, hey guys, my first question. Welcome to Speak Friend question. He's in the loop. He's
stuck in it now.
I recently dug out my Isengard army after years of gathering dust and played a game. Shortly thereafter, I found your channel, and now I'm really keen to play more.
Good man.
A lot of people say that about this channel. The problem is the game has a very small community here, Ontario, Canada. Oh no, there's quite a few.
I think that's what the conversation must be about.
Yeah, there's loads. Get yourself onto the One Ring forum and go onto the population finder. There's more in Ontario than you think. Although Ontario is a massive area.
Yeah. We say like there's more in Ontario than you think.
And only one other person in our game club plays. So the question is, what do you think would be the best way to get more people in our club involved with the game? Scenarios out of the box set, low points games, Battle Company games, or something else. P.S. Free People's book is still available on the Canada and USA Games Workshop site. What I recommend you do, pal, is buy them up and wait until they go out of stock, and then eBay. Sell them. You'll make a fortune.
Send us a few.
So first thing, how to get people involved, maybe set up a league with prizes.
Yeah. Mini league.
A mini league with prizes, offer to let people use your models for games, let them win.
It's always a big thing when it's first time starting out.
Get people onto the channel.
Yep.
That helps. Go, have you seen this game?
Yeah.
Watch this YouTube channel. Play their games, so they play your games.
I think insert some scenarios from the rulebooks and give them the heroes basically, and the heroes are more than likely to win their games that they're in, and they get to play with the characters they love, and then they can go, oh, I really enjoyed playing as Gimli. I want to make a dwarf force, or I really enjoyed Legolas. I want to make an elf force.
Yeah.
And that's how you can probably ease them into the hobby a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it. And just be persistent, and like I say, don't be afraid to sort of play their games and join in. And afterwards, sort of maybe put, oh, you know what, I really enjoyed that. Do you know what? If you like this, you should try out this game. Why don't I lend you some of the models? And they might be, that's lame. But go, well, just give it a go. It's good fun. And then show them the channel. The channel's a good way to get people involved in the hobby. We're finding that's one of our most common messages. I've seen your channel, and I am now starting the hobby. That's cool. David Lowe, thanks for the advice on an all Goblin Town list. I would convert a Goblin Town Shaman to keep it fluffy. Good.
Yeah.
Whilst I plan to build up that force, I may try something more competitive if I make it to Stockport 2.0. You will make it, David. You are there. If you are not there, I'll be very disappointed in you. Nice to have a romantic interlude in last week's Q&A. I've been with my girlfriend for 5 years now, so I was taking notes. Yeah, mate, get on it. 5 years. You've got to do it now. 5 years, 6 years, and all of a sudden, all she's saying to her friends is, "Why hasn't he proposed to me? He obviously doesn't love me." 40k is a lot of fun in its latest edition, although I wouldn't play it competitively. Yeah, a lot of people say that.
A lot of people saying that now, aren't they? Yeah.
Just about 40k generally. Don't play it competitive. There's too many power builds.
Yeah.
Or watch out, he might try and sell us stuff. It's the Element Games guy who always manages to sell me things when I go in now. I try and avoid it now. However, my question this week is, what 40k army would you like to play if you decide to pick it up? I personally have Space Marines and Necrons.
I used to own Imperial Guard, so I'd probably pick them back up.
And I do have some 40k that are with Shadow and Flame, just in case he decides he wants to paint them for us. And I've got a Khorne Chaos army, so loads of Berserkers and Daemon Princes and Khan the Betrayer and stuff like that. I've only played like 3 games of 40k. It was fun.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't think it's as tactical as.
No, it's not.
As thing is, buckets of dice. It's fun. I reckon it's a good game to have a beer to.
Yeah, definitely.
You'd have a lot of fun. Next up, we got Khalid Mubarak.
Hello guys, thanks again for using the campfire suggestion for the Battle Company series. Just finished learning using magic, heroic moves, and using the heroic stats with Radagast, Gandalf and Erkenbrand against Easterlings led by Kamul and the King of Blades. I lost, but I accomplished my objective of earning what I set out and used them all well. There is talk going on of starting a Hobbit campaign at my local GW.
Do it now!
The highlight of the game was when Radagast beat back 3 Easterlings, killing 1, and next turn using all his will remaining, 2, at Kamul with 1 will left, fought him, but got trapped by the Easterling and died failing 2 fate rolls, but was heroic and fun. Yeah, it's grim. Well, I suppose if Kamul's only got 1 will left and fought him, he'd die as well, so
yeah,
it's good to get rid of him, even if it did cost you your own model.
It's nice killing Radagast. I did it last at East Grinstead. Heroic combat with Erkenbrand, 3 Sons of Ale.
He says, I'm thinking of doing some conversion work on the snow goblins from the Goblin Town to make them into Mori goblins. And what would be a good way to make bows? I've had success with converting Fantasy Sword into an axe head and swords by shaving them down for fine cast. I honestly don't know about Goblin Town goblins being converted into having bowmen. I never even built a Goblin Town goblin, I don't think.
But I guess the easiest way would be to scalp all the arms off of one goblin that's got a bow if it's not all attached to the body.
Oh, they're well different scale.
Are they?
Yeah, I think the best thing to do.
The guns.
Oh no, it'd be like really tiny arms on a.
Oh, would it?
Yeah. I think best thing to do.
T-Rex goblins.
Yeah, with little bows. I think the best thing would just be to drill through the hand, take off the weapon, and try and fit some sort of metal piece of wire to make a bow. Maybe.
Sounds good. Maybe speak to Flame. That's Dave Fredericks of Shadow and Flame on the Shadow and Flame Facebook page. Next up, we've got Minutes on the Sun. He's put melon. And then Green Duggan put pancake.
Gandalf said that at the Gates of Moria. Pancake. And they opened.
Yes, that'd be cool. Right. Hi guys. I think I missed the deadline last week. Sorry for that. So, it's been 6 months since I started this hobby, and I have great fun playing, painting, and watching you two, of course. Latest status of my minis is around 300. Have to sell some of them off, but they're gorgeous looking models, in inverted commas. Are you mugging me off? I think so. Thanks to you and your battle companies, I created more than 10 custom scenarios to play with my friend.
Oh, good man.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, send them our way, let me have a check of them.
Can't wait to start playing this weekend. So, question for you today is: can you wound the Goblin Scribe with a bow of throwing weapons? If yes, which part of the scribe must be in line of sight to be targeted? Great content, and as always,
you'll never walk alone.
Walk on, walk on. Sign on, sign on. Hope in your heart, and you'll never get a job. You'll never. That's obviously a United chant.
Yeah, I remember sitting in the United stand, for first few football games. I'm like, they're singing "You'll Never Walk Alone," Dad. I'm like, oh no, they're not.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
Build a bonfire, put spouses on the top, put city in the middle, and burn
the trophy lot. Yeah.
Yeah, you can wound him by
shooting. I think
it's the same as that, and you can't target weapons and structure.
No. They've said it's just for shooting. It's got to be if you're in range of the model, but if you can see the goblin, you can shoot him. Which obviously gives way to if you leave it free to move, you can spin him around and like behind buildings, and then come out to sea. Which makes a little bit of sense. That's the kind of stuff you would do with a goblin.
It is, yeah. That's quite cool, actually.
This way, reverse. But for combat, you just have to charge the actual base of it.
Did you know that is our last one on the phone? So if we have missed you out, we do apologise. We did try and get the laptop connected up, but we are doing it off the phone, and sometimes we miss them when it's the phone. Yeah. Make sure that you watch the whole video, because if you don't watch the whole video, and there have been many times where people said, you didn't read my comment out, and we're like, yeah, we did. Yes, we did. Don't accuse us as such. We're highly professional, don't you know? So remember, if you asked a question this week, make sure you ask one next week. Spread the word. Keep supporting your Hobbit hobby.
Yep. Comment, like, share and subscribe.
Buy a t-shirt.
And happy strategy battle gaming, guys.